Essentially, if you're between $500,000 and $600,000 of income, the amount that you're able to deduct will kind of slide down from $40,000 down to $10,000. So let's talk about SALT. So before OBBBA, SALT deductions were limited to $10,000. Essentially, if you're paying income tax, property tax, sales tax, some use taxes, things like that, you're limited to only $10,000 of itemized deductions. The problem with that is people in higher income tax states like California, New York, Minnesota, Illinois, people in those states kind of got screwed over ultimately by the TCJA and how it limited the amount of deductions you could take on SALT, again, state and local income taxes. The new rule is that you can now deduct up to $40,000 of those SALT deductions or those SALT taxes. The caveat being that if your income is $500,000 or above, you're likely won't be able to deduct the full $40,000. And if you're over $600,000 of income, you definitely will not be able to deduct $40,000. You'll only be able to deduct $10,000. Essentially, if you're between $500,000 and $600,000 of income, the amount that you're able to deduct will kind of slide down from $40,000 down to $10,000. And you do have to itemize to be able to take advantage of this. But if you're in that kind of $300,000 to $500,000 income range, I think it's really important that we're being very conscious of how equity sales, stock option exercises, bonuses, all those kind of things are affecting your total income in any given year. Because again, the goal would be to avoid, having income close to that $500,000 without going over, so you can fully deduct that $40,000. That being said, it is a situation where, it's probably just a good problem to have if you are above $500,000. There's probably not a whole lot that you can do to get it back under $500,000. Maybe there are some things like prioritizing 401k contributions, HSA contributions. If you have access to a non-qualified deferred comp plan, that may be another reason to take advantage of that. Though there's a lot of things that go into that decision that you have to be clear on to make sure that deferring income in a non-qualified deferred comp plan is the right thing for you to do. However, taking advantage of each of those account types could allow you to stay within, stay below the phase out so you can take full advantage of that $40,000 deduction. And ultimately you have to be aware of it and have to understand how, selling your equity, exercising your options, things like that can, accidentally push you above, the threshold or into the threshold where you're no longer able to fully deduct that $40,000. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with any questions or topics that you would like to see covered. Financial planning is all about creating the life you want. Let's build it together.